Hey everybody, it's Chanchai. We're live and we're gonna go into place. We're on PlayStation Network and we're waiting for Akai to start the leagues. Let me set this up. Here we go. Yeah, good. All right. I'm gonna switch my screen, but double checking the audio. How's it sounding? Let's check it over here. You guys are not hearing that. You guys are not hearing that. Okay, good that we got this audio back on our PlayStation. So I'm gonna jump to that. You're gonna see a small hiccup here. Meanwhile, we can listen to Kai's audio too. That's a mix of that's Kai's audio here. So he hasn't started the room yet. Okay. I'm gonna turn his audio down. That's our audio too. There, Akai is here. Today's password 0518. Hope everyone's doing great on this Sunday. Trying out a new lever, so it should be fun. Yes, we got Setsuna, we got General Ripper, we got Combo Expert. Awesome. I believe Setsuna is going to Combo Breaker. So man, have an amazing time. I hope you get to hang out with Chimpanjay and just have a blast. I have a few friends going there, but I'll let people find out who goes to Combo Breaker. The early draft of the brackets are out and they're looking good. But if anybody does have any concerns about them, there is a form and you have until Monday evening to submit and just give them feedback and say, hey, I think the bracket would be better if you did this. It's not the biggest a deal, but for some people it may matter. And so, especially if you have a claim to be a seed, like if you perform well at Frosty Frostings or on Tampa Never Sleeps, it doesn't hurt to just let them know, hey, I've got a good result, but I think it warrants moving up a little. That said, it's going to be a tough field regardless. It's going to be a wonderful time. It's going to be an awesome tournament to watch. Hey Nala, how are you doing today? Hope you're doing really, really good. And I like the Leon emoji there. I definitely need to eventually get emojis going on my channel. Been thinking of commissioning a certain artist who does Virtua Fighter stuff. But we'll get there when we get there. Combo Expert playing Leon, excellent. I'm looking forward to seeing how they play Leon. I like it. It'll probably be quite a change from. It's probably helping them work on their assertiveness. They're pretty assertive, but they do play, I think, a little more defense oriented, and Lao can kind of lean you that way. So just like I play Lao to work on my confirming more. I think maybe Combo Expert's going to play Leon to figure out more of how Leon ticks and what Leon's strong at and weak at. I think Leon's cute. But I've been playing this character for a long time. I've been playing him for as long as his technical age, right? About 25 years. I don't know if that's his technical age, but it looks like that would be it. Though to some people maybe 17. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Can you hear the audio okay? Is the mic sounding good? Let me know if it's sounding well. Let me know if it's not sounding well. It's a good time to make the adjustments right now. Alright, so he moves in forward and he's defending. This is a lot kind of, again, similar to like how Lao might play as well. Alright, he wants to sneak in a 1 PP. Alright. He's using his jab elbows. No. That said, if a jab elbow is really, really strong, it's a really good fundamental piece of the boxing. It is Virtua Fighters 1-2. However, it does have a counter directly to it if you really believe your opponent's going to do it. So, the counter to it, it is hard to do in a live match. It's easier to do in training mode, but basically you want to guard the jab and you want to evade the elbow. If you do this, if you have an 11 frame attack or faster, you can do that attack. For most characters, they're going to want to throw, so they want to guard the jab, evade, and throw right away. And the throw is really good. Not only that, it's a confusing situation because sometimes it's a side throw, sometimes it's not a side throw, and that is really powerful. It's like a built-in mix-up on accident because it's character dependent. Like the person who did the elbow, it's up to them on whether it's their front or their backside. There's other dynamics, so it's hard to read it. So it's one of those things where you can just do neutral throw and it'll automatically be kind of a mix-up. So I actually prefer to do the other side throw, meaning you do a throw direction opposite of where they would have escaped if they did the side throw. That's a little harder, but yeah, good stuff. Always fun fighting General Ripper. Okay, I was wondering if he can walk enough. It always looks like he starts to walk late too, so that's why I wasn't sure. Now we know. That is his well, I double evaded, so I evaded the first hit and then the second. Didn't intend to do that. But I am trying a new lever out today, and this lever's been awesome. It's actually been pretty sensitive, which is good. But I'm getting used to now that I could get that. Oh, that would be cool if I got a crumple from that. Okay, so he missed that. So it's cool getting used to this lever. Already rotating it though, so let's see. Maybe keep it rotated a little. Almost.
Round 4. Ready, go!
I thought I guarded that, but I guess, yeah, this purple, I was pretty sure I guarded it. Alright, very good game. That was a very fun warm-up in the morning.
I want a serious fight.
Okay.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Okay. Very good. Don't punish that with the high punch. It is punishable.
Round 2. Ready, go!
I like that very much.
Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
Nice, nice.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Gotta love the +1. So Akira is 4 6p. If you block it, it's +1 on normal. That should be ring out. And so if you high block it, it's gonna be +1. On the side, then that thing is a pretty damaging move. It could be +3, maybe +6, but I'm pretty sure +3. So then that would be +4 on guard. So it's probably +4 on guard. It's really good. So yeah, it's good stuff. Really strong mix-up game, meaning a mix-up with whether you're gonna evade or not too, or duck. Very good. All right, Midnight Sci-Fi did not stay in. Hopefully they come back in. We'll see.
Ready, go!
But yeah, always good to do the. I think I love doing both of these league battles. However, I have a feeling that with crossbows and stuff. Hey, yay! Noodles in the house. Awesome. Really good to have Noodles here.
Excellent.
Or Noodle. What's Leon's most universal 1K combo? That's what Nala asked. Okay, so 1K on counter hit. The most universal combo is just to do a jab into 6 PP. So you do a high, so PG 6 PP. That's the most universal one. You could also do PG 66 KK, but I think PG 6 PP is better. And then some characters get PG into to the bound 4-3 P plus K 6 PP. Typically, the heavyweight characters don't get bounded, but so pretty much middle heavyweight and up do not get bounded, and then most lightweights do get bounded. So yeah, that's pretty much the main universal way to do that. You can improvise after that, but it's really just that. You still get similar carry as if you tried to do other routes, but you can change your Okizeme based on how you finish it, but there's not that much creativity with the 1K combos compared to some other situations. Yeah, hey Noodle, good to see you. I'm glad you're in the house here. Really, really good stuff. I always love fighting your Jackie, and yesterday were really, really good battles. So keep that up. Good to see you in here. I'm gonna turn Kai's audio up just to hear it. Good to hear the music. How come I can't set to a 1? It's a little bassy. Let me change the audio mode. Let's see.
Now in power mode.
That was bad.
Waiting for connection.
I hate that it does that. Okay.
Ready,
Alright. Wrong button. Okay. Akai isn't saying much right now, so. Alright, but I turned off that weird bassy aspect. Alright, got Setsuna versus General Ripper. Actually, we'll keep it on this screen so people know we're queuing up.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Yeah, it looked like a Fighting Vipers fatality. So, General Ripper is a strong player who likes to do a lot of forced guessing games. Guessing games from all different ranges. That said, I need to watch more of their matches because I always thought it was just because of the way that I'm fighting, but I'm not sure if they throw that much, right? They do throw. For the record, they do. But a lot of their game is more spatial. It's more about setting up spatial mix-up and mid-low, right? And sometimes speed, but not that much. They're not doing delay attack as much. They're usually using space and using frames. And basically locking it into guessing games that way, which is pretty cool. Like, to be honest, I'm really glad to have someone who plays this style extremely well, someone who plays Kage this way too, because you want to be able to deal with both many types of Kage. You want to deal with the Kages that are fast reactive, right? That are defensive. You want Kages that are aggressive, and you do want Kages that force guess a lot. You know, it's kind of, you want that for every character in any scene. And so I don't know if there's many Kages that play like Ripper in the US, in North America, and so I'm really happy, and they're really good at it. So I think it's going to be wonderful when crossplays here that Ripper will get to fight a lot more people from all platforms. Right? There's players that are PlayStation only right now. You know, like Hot Sauce Nelly, General Ripper, Condor, right? And so it's good stuff. All right, don't worry, hit the button again, Noodle. The reason for it resetting is if you hit it twice, and when Setsuna changed it, I hit the button again, but it acted weird, so that's what it was. All right, here we go, Noodle. So Noodle is really awesome. Plays strong. He's working on his guessing game more.
Ready, go!
But the strength of Noodle has been, which is the strength of Jackie. But Noodle's strength is basically his keep away game, especially his whiff punish. He's really good at, if he sees a guarantee, he's going to do it. It's very good at the Tekken skills basically, and Jackie's a great character for doing this. And but they're getting better at the guessing game. Very good. Excellent. So right now, I think on my new lever, it's not real deflection, but I'm dealing with the similar types of things on deflection, so I gotta adjust my technique on it a little bit. It's not a problem, it's that I wanted to build a more sensitive lever too. And so it's just part of having a sensitive lever is you're gonna have this deflection.
Round 4. Ready, go!
That should be, I wonder if you can ring out with that though. Okay, good. I keep thinking I can delay this, but he didn't evade yet. I needed to wait longer.
Ready, go!
Good. He's just always waiting for that. So again, he's really strong at whiff punishing. So you have to be careful about using things like EX high against him. Very good game. Very good game, Noodle. That was really, really fun. So again, is that guaranteed? I actually don't know if that's guaranteed. I did try to defend it, so maybe it's guaranteed. Really, really good stuff. But if that's guaranteed, that's a pretty good confirm window, because that's like a long time before you have to hit the button for that. It's really good. So Ripper does love 10-foot toss. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, it's just my style of play makes it hard for them to do that. Okay. So some people will say when they fight people that force guesses all the time, they feel like they're fighting a robot then. But that is a style of play. It's a very strong way of playing Virtua Fighter. So you have to get used to that. Because they're using the buffer and they're using either space, like the buffer window is created with either space or like a push attack, or basic contact. But Ripper does good stuff in the neutral too, so I don't want to sell them short on that. That's why you see Ripper doing like the walk. They're doing strong set play. I mean, I think the term I used to always call it set play. And I think in Tekken it really sounds set play really applies, right? Um, so maybe a concept I want to push back on. Some people
Round 3.
talk about their opponents having a flow chart like that's a bad thing, but a flow chart is a decision. It's like an outline of decision points and places where you can pivot, right? That's kind of how you're supposed to play pretty much any fighting game. And so I guess I don't know if the complaint is that they do it or the complaint is that their flowchart's predictable. If it's that they're predictable, that should be fine, but usually the people that are complaining are the ones that lose to it. And so I would just say understand that, like, that's kind of normal. It's just that it's applied differently, right? Some people apply it based on if I see a whiff. Some people are like, okay, when I get this advantage, these are some good options to do here. That's how you're supposed to play a fighting game. That's how you're supposed to play even chess or Go, you know. So it is interesting when the way that people will use the term flowchart like it's a bad thing.
Round 5. Ready, go!
Yeah, Nala, you'll figure out the characters that get bounded. On 1K, it's pretty fixed. The places where it's more variable is going to be stuff like uppercut launcher, where certain routes open up, or for 4K as well. Some things you'll just have to I just eye it. I'll be like, oh, that was a higher float than normal. I'm gonna get a bound here on this like Jackie or Akira. But then other cases I wouldn't get it, right? Other cases I might have to do like KK or something. So Leon does have a lot of combo diversity though, 1K aside. So now it says, I think people get frustrated when someone playing flowchart ignores what their opponent's doing. Yeah, but that's part of the read too. So part of the read is, again, I'm going to go back to, I always talk about this article on Twitter by Fake Steve. Fake Steve is, I think, Guilty Gear, Under Night, In-Birth player. I know for sure they play Under Night, In-Birth. And they talk about, and this is something that I'd understood for a long time, but didn't know how to frame it, or was figuring out different ways I wanted to frame it. But they framed it wonderfully. There's two, on like a 2D graph, you have two axes. One axis is activity, right? This is a player playing very active versus a player not playing so active. And then the second axis is thinking about me. This player is playing what I call interactively, or how much is this player not playing interactively? And depending on how they play, you got to adjust your strategy. You can't do one strategy for all of these. You got to adjust your approach. It's not just a strategy, but kind of your tactics and your strategy. How you carry them out really varies depending on where this person is right now, but also where their weaknesses are. And there are weaknesses, right? If somebody is really playing interactively, you can lead. Then you can take control and lead the dance, right? Because they're letting what you do influence the way that they're playing. Somebody that's whiff punishing is interacting with you, and they're waiting for the whiff, right? But if you don't give them the whiff, you can start playing games with that if they're still looking for it. If they're playing with the read, same thing. But some people are just gonna run through, and you're gonna sense like that they really are doing something closer to a Nash equilibrium or a coin toss. So then, in this case, you might be looking, there's a few different ways you would approach that. All right, good luck, have fun, everyone. Yeah, I think the match is still very dynamic, though. It's still very dynamic. You just gotta take control of it and learn how to fight what it is they're doing. And then, but you can also find new ways to expand on that. You can find ways to blow up more in this game. I like that, right? You're like, okay, I'm gonna do this into this into this into this, and it's gonna be cool. It's like a masterpiece. Okay, from the side. Interesting.
Round 2. Ready, go!
That would have been cool if that worked. I like the way he's buffering 6 XP though. I thought I got it, but that was a good meaty Setsuna. Very good meaty.
Round 3.
I actually tried to evade it.
Ready, go! Knockout.
My stomach's feeling really upset this morning, so it's going to be hard to manage, but let's see.
Go!
Yeah. Alright, good game, my friend, good game. It's too bad to have an upset stomach at the start of a league battle. All I ate this morning was yogurt. And it was good yogurt too. So, and it was refrigerated and everything. So I think if you're getting frustrated by someone playing less interactively, I think there's a lot of ways to beat it, and then there's a lot of ways to beat it further. So I think that's fun for me, right? If someone's playing non-interactively, I'm like, fine, let's see you deal with this, and let's see you deal with the Okizemi, and let's see you deal with all these other things. And usually that's the way I get my perfect rounds. Like I think I have a good track record of getting like perfect rounds, right? Getting like rounds that are 100%. Right, and a lot of time it's because I kind of know how the Okizemi is going to play out because of the way they're playing, and because when I figure it out, when I crack it, I'm like, oh, okay, I have a feeling like it'll go out like this, and then I do it, and it's like, boom, there's the whole round. Beating Rising Attack is so much fun. It's fun trying to go for it, So now in this case, that was a true crush because he did low Rising Attack. Nice EX high. I love that EX high. That is so good. Yeah, you need to roll up or down. So here, have to do KK, right? You have to do jab KK. But if you get like a counter hit 4-4K, then I think you can do a bound. Wrong move. Oh, that's so good. That was a really good punish. That was a whiff punish. Or evade punish. Very good. Good use of delay. Again, you're fighting against somebody who's watching. Now it becomes interactive.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Alright, good game, Noodle. Good game. Yeah, Leon is very strong with the Oki loops. Very good game. Thank you very much, Noodle. But you're playing really awesome. So Nala, don't forget that Leon has like Leon's 2K is like, as far as I know, it's the only attack that ignores EX high. Tricky tells me that Eileen has a low that does it as well. I don't think she does, but Leon has Leon's 2K, the first kick, not the second. 2K will ignore EX high. I didn't use it this game like for that, but that's why I stuck in 2Ks. Was also to kind of you know discourage Noodle from using the EX highs. But it is fun because Noodle does know now. Noodle knows now because I think we played, what was it? We played a few days ago or last week, and I did do a 2K against the EXI. By the way, is the game audio echoey for you? If it is, let me know. It means I have to lower the volume on my display. If the game audio is echoey, like my voice shouldn't be echoey, but the game audio might be echoey. But I think I turned the volume low enough that it won't go into the mic. Alright, Midnight Sci-Fi, I am glad you're here. Ground throw. Oh, so you can do a ground throw after that, and you should. In my opinion, you should definitely go for ground throws. They are high damage, and the risk is not so much. The risk is there, but not in that situation. Very nice. So this person is playing in a patient manner too. So Setsuna, let's see how they bring out round 2 now. Very good. That was a beautiful super dashing elbow. Yeah. Let Aoi show you if she's actually going to try to play deflection or not. You know, don't worry about it until you see it. Until you see it successful against you. I would say that to Jackie too. Like, unless, you know, now the only time, the exception to that is if you're near a win condition for Aoi. So if she's near the edge of the ring, yeah, don't be careless with Punisher. But you don't have to just automatically go start with low punch. You can just test the skill of their defensive tools first. You should see signs of it. And so you shouldn't be afraid to do that first 6K or beat knuckle or whatever. You worry about that a little later when you start seeing how they play, and then you worry about it when it means that they're at where it's a win condition for them. So you do want to track your life and track the ring positioning for that information, and even track the clock, because with the clock, those reversals do use time. The paris and the reversals buy her a lot of time. She's a character that can win on the clock too. I don't know the Aoi players that do play by the clock, but I'm just saying it's possible for her to turn situations where the time is ticking into her to work for her. If she gets like one good read, it will buy her like a lot of time. Alright, that was a fun battle to watch too. Good stuff, Setsuna. Dark Reaper versus Combo Expert. Very good. Alright, Combo Expert, here we go. I love fighting Combo Expert, and I'm really glad he's playing VF again. And I'm really glad that he's excited for Revo coming to PS5. Now, I don't know if he's got a PS5. I hope he does. But I'm excited for it.
Ready, go!
Interesting pace. So, okay, so if they're gonna play this way, let's try.
Knockout.
This does open some stuff, but they're playing on delay timing like a lot. I don't know if they're having trouble with their controls or not, though. But the way they're playing is playing off rhythm. Feels intentional, though. But it was good. Like, let's assume it was intentional because it most likely was. It was really good. Alright. It is fun if you can get this Okizeme off. It's really tough. But if you line it up, it's so good.
Knucklehead.
It's like, after this league battle, I might have to go use the restroom. So, it's like, as a competitor, you get through good games, combo expert. Really good games, my friend. That first round, you really got me with those delay attacks, though. Like, I wasn't sure, but I was like, man, he's really hitting me on all of these. But I'm glad I was able to kind of adjust to it. But at the wall, that was really, really nuts. But I was surprised I didn't get wall combos, so. But it was good. It got me scrambling. Really good. And Combo Expert, I'm hoping you got PS5, right? So that you'll be able to play Revo when it comes out on PS5, right? I'm really excited for it. But I'm also happy that we're playing here. And I hope we can get some sparring sessions in. Lau has been one of the most fun characters I've played in a while. But every character in this game is really fun for me, but Lau has been really, really fun. Alright, let's see how this goes, Ripper. This always goes back and forth with us.
Round one. Ready, go!
Very good. Okay, I gotta get used to that. I kind of knew it was a mid too. My bad.
Round three. Ready, go!
Man, I love the range of that. It's so good. That's right, he's gonna crush. Always gotta beware of crush when Kage's backed up into the wall. Or at low health. Yeah, same. Fell for a second time. Very good game, Ripper. Thank you very much. I enjoyed that so much. I see combo. So you haven't decided which next gen console to get yet. I think I do think the most versatile choice is going to be a PS5, but actually a Switch 2 is a really good option if you have family. PS5 is, I honestly enjoy my PS5 very much, and you should find a lot of used ones at that point. That's probably the best option. The most affordable option will probably be an Xbox Series S, like used, which you can get like 200, and like on Facebook Marketplace. But I really would prefer the PS5. But that's preference, yeah.
You'd better take me seriously. Round 1.
But Xbox Series S with Game Pass is pretty good deal. It's pretty good. A lot of games that you get to play. So there's nothing wrong with that choice. Oops. Alright, here we go. Alright, Midnight, it's good to meet you. Let's do this.
Ready, go!
Oh, I still got wrung out. I still got wrung out by that. I like that they went with the high mid too.
Ready, go!
I like their plays. I like a lot of their choices here.
Knockout.
I like a lot of their choices actually. It's very scary. They have eyes on the win conditions.
Ready, go!
Very good. So good. This is too broken against Ari though. Like she has to worry about that move so much. Alright, good game, Midnight. I like the way you play. Very, very scary stuff. I like where you busted out the her rising elbow from Crops 3P. Really good. And I like that win condition that you got. I like that you went with 6P plus KP. That really surprised me. Even though it is punishable, but again, I just didn't expect that. I mean, it is fast, right? It's 13 frames, so that's why you did it. But then it's like, no, I can still crouch that. But that was really good. Yeah, so when your back is turned, don't ignore the option of holding down without pressing guard. If you hold down, or if you tap down or hold down, you'll crouch without turning around. If you press down and guard, you will turn around and you will lose to stuff because it takes your character about, I don't know, normally it's 5 frames to reorient, but for the down guard, I think it's like you're -7 or something. It's really bad. You're gonna lose to stuff. But if you just press down by itself, you'll crouch under highs, and you might change the property of the hit. Alright, gotta be very careful against Reaper.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Not close enough to the wall yet. Good, he's not gonna use the kick again. Yeah, like yesterday I got too many kicks for it. Very good. Very good round. That was a clean round, Ripper. Okay.
Round 2. Ready, go! Round 3.
Interesting, that would win. Good choice. Good choice. Good choice. Good choice. Oh, that was good. Okay.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Very good choice. I'm gonna lose this round, but I'm gonna try to turn it around. Alright, good game, Reaper. Good game. That was excellent. It was excellent. Outguessed on the last 3 rounds, so good. That was a really good game. But also, I like that he went for the throw, right? Because he knows I'm like worried about the kick. And so I'm worried about that. So it was really, really good. Yay, I still took the first. So, really happy that I did. Okay. That was really, really fun. Man, what a game on that last one too. Okay. Alright, where this in on Akai's channel here? Oh, yeah, normally I chat with Akai. Let's do it. I'm like forgetting my manners, forgetting that I'm getting mixed up with the Saturday flow.
Round 1. Ready,
Can you guys hear me okay? Oh, right.
Yes, we can. How's
Okay,
it going
good.
there, Chai?
Going good. I just totally forgot about, totally forgot that this is our Sunday flow because I'm getting confused with our Saturday flow. So
Completely understand. Doing a lot of different things and then everything gets switches up.
yeah, but I'm gonna go run to the restroom because I don't know. My stomach's been funny this whole morning.
Okay.
It just got funny. Like once the league battle started, it's like where now my stomach's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't want any accidents while
Yeah.
live streaming.
No, exactly. So, all right, so I'll be back, but that's all right. Thank you guys so much. Good games that first league battle.
Yeah, GG's.
And we go post around and then we'll start the countdown.
knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
What? Hey, Cessna, what time does the defense?
4 p.m. my time. I have 1 hour.
1 hour. Gotcha. Okay.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Alright, so that him picks, I believe, won the Europe League. Let's see. Yep, congratulations, him picks up for getting first place. DX Law plays second, and Shu got third place. That's short by +2 plus-minus rounds.
Round 5.
Thank you guys for playing. You guys can continue playing. Please do so. We'll go start the countdown once I post everywhere that the league is up for the second league. Got the update.
Knockout.
Thanks for playing earlier Midnight Sci-Fi.
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout! Round two. Ready, go! Knockout! Round three. Ready, go!
Those interested in participating in these league sessions for the Steam side, for the PSN League, I have a PSN group chat, main specific for those who don't have Discord or use Discord. So this is the Steam group for Steam League sessions. Alright, we're going to start the countdown now for Europe 2. Thanks for participating, Makumaza. Steam, PC.
Round one.
Anyone want to
Ready, go!
speculate?
Speculate.
Thank
About
you,
what?
thank you. What Aoki is going to review a combo breaker? Or is he actually going to
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe a date for.
Knockout!
Because if he's going and Yamada isn't going, that's likely going to be a Revo thing.
Round two.
So he might give us a date.
Ready, go!
That's true.
However,
Yes.
the one bad thing about giving dates, I don't know if this is your experience, but I think when people have a date, like, and it might just be me because ADHD, but whenever they give me a date, I just kind of like I stop and wait until that date.
Round three.
I see.
Ready,
So it could be that he might not give us a date and just maybe give us a date at Evo. I don't know. It would be good if it were close. I don't know that it's going to be close though. However, it could be. But from what he was talking about, like it looks like there's a lot of stuff going in that might not be like super easy to do. I don't know. Maybe they never stopped working on the items.
That's true. You know,
What do you think?
I think my hope is that they've been working on it. Kind of like
time for you.
the last time we heard it had an interview with Aoki. He said cosplay can't be done.
Right.
Which I think he was being cryptic, specifically referring to PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
As they have to be been working on this for all the other systems, right? So
Yeah.
Round
that's
one.
my guess. That's not like something that the community has been asking for cosplay since Rebel was released like 3 months ago. That they decided to just go start making the game for these other systems. I think.
Yeah, I wonder. I wonder what he's
Mhm.
gonna show. I mean, he wouldn't show face without anything being there.
I think the replay mode thing. I think they'll
Round
go a
two.
little
Replay
bit.
mode.
Maybe.
Yeah, we can.
Go.
Maybe that happens before we get the new.
I do think that they're trying to make the Rebel game a more substantial update compared to Ultimate Showdown.
Yeah.
Since it's now going to be on Xbox and Nintendo Switch, instead people think, oh no, is this Ultimate Showdown with a rollback netcode?
Ready.
I'm gonna buy it for all the consoles. I know that it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but I want them to keep making this game. So
Wow, okay. Do you already have Xbox?
I do not.
You do
I haven't
not.
had an Xbox in like 20 years.
Oh wow, okay. I have.
The last
I have the
Xbox I had was
360.
Launch 360.
Yeah, I basically got the launch 360 also. I only purchased it because of VF online.
Yeah,
Which
exactly.
I was annoyed. I was very annoyed because I bought a PlayStation 3 specifically for Virtua Fighter 5. And we should say, oh, we can't do online. And I said, okay. And then I think less than a year,
Yeah,
they announced it on the 360s exclusively as online. I was like, what the heck?
yeah.
It's kind of like me getting a new laptop to play Level. I was like, God, what the heck?
Yeah, I was holding off on buying like a new laptop or something.
Mhm.
No,
I mean,
I'm glad I held off.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it, and it did got me the opportunity to do this multi-streaming setup. So hopefully
Sure.
this has been good for the people.
It has. It has. I don't think there's a world where
Round
all
one.
of that isn't good, but still, I don't know. One of those things, right?
Is that the lore of the 360 online chant I just talking? An employee did internally and it worked well. I mean, that was the story with Virtua Fighter 3, right? With recently. So this is the first time I hear about this that Chan is saying.
What is it?
The lore on 360 online was an employee went ahead and did it, and they were surprised with the results internally.
Huh.
Because that was kind of the story with Virtua Fighter 3, right? Someone just went to get Virtua Fighter 3.
Oh, you mean the latest one for
yeah.
V3 TV? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was true. Somebody went out of the way to do it.
Yeah. So,
And it was so polished that they were like, you know what? Let's do it. It's money.
but I think we should expect like every Open Championship qualifier, there will someone official from Sega will be there and will leak some information here and there.
Hopefully. I had a good rapport with Giuseppe last time. If he's there, I'll get some questions.
Yeah, go definitely. And he's the one. He's a producer specifically for Rebel, right?
Correct. At least PC Row is what he told me. So he didn't say it like that, but he said the PC port. So I wonder. Now it makes you wonder if they knew at that time.
Ready, go!
All right.
Oh, Jinx is here.
All right, welcome, Jinx. We just have one more match before we begin the North America League room. So
It's hard to fight Ripper sometimes because he can capitalize on almost anything.
as Kage has all those mix-ups, quite confusing if you're not familiar.
Yeah,
The wake up game, I think that's Gerald Whipper's strength.
it is. The Oki is fantastic. I almost want to say that if we mix them together and with him and Soil Kai, that would be a very formidable Kage. Because that is the one thing that Soil Kai doesn't. But Soil Kai manages Jumonji really, really amazingly. But yeah, no, each of them have their own things. But I want to say probably the most complete Kage that America has right now is Volcano Shed.
Yeah, I saw you posted like he has continued to get stronger.
Yeah.
I think I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, we ran a couple of 5-10s. They were close, but like I don't know. At a point, I felt like he was sandbagging me because like he would turn it on a dime, and I was like, damn, okay, I'm done. Both with Kage and Jeffrey, so.
Yeah, I saw him posting that he's been playing Jeffrey too.
Yeah, no. He's been playing really, really good Jeffrey. Not just Jeffrey, right? Really good Jeffrey.
Alright, 2 more matches and we'll start Europe League room.
Alright, I'm back in time. Oh, I feel so much better. Hey, I feel a lot better.
I'll just start the league now, so we'll talk to you afterwards.
Yeah, talk to you afterwards.
Good luck, guys. Have fun.
Good luck, have fun.
For another minute.
All right, everyone. Thank you for your patience. I'll read the chat a bit later. Combo experts busting out the wolf. Wolf is really good. His wolf is good.
Ready, go!
All right, let's get back to playing. All right. There you go, combo expert.
Ready, go!
Yeah, I should just do the 3. That was good.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Good games, my friend. Good games. That wolf is scary. I love the damage on it. So good. Good stuff.
What a knucklehead!
All right. Good to have Jinx in here. Really like Jinx's Go as well. I like fighting Go a lot. It's a lot of like these really cutthroat decisions going back and forth. Setsuna was able to take the win against Jinx. Alright, we're on break this round. We're going to be watching General Ripper versus Jinx. This will be really fun. Very, very fun. Here they go. So this is a very chill Sunday. I will not be able to do casuals after the league session today. I'm going to be taking my daughter to out to a K-pop store where they're going to be doing trading cards. She's going to be trading her K-pop trading cards there and hanging out with a friend. Then we're going to have We're gonna have a Korean fried chicken after that too, though. It's gonna be great. And then my wife definitely wants some, so I'll be taking takeout home for the Korean fried chicken. Probably get seasoned fries for my son. He likes the Korean version of their seasoned fries. Definitely got to make sure we get like the pickled radishes. Those are really good, especially with the Korean fried chicken. You kind of want those to freshen up, clear your breath, but also just kind of feel like you're eating something fresh after something very heavy and fried and saucy. We tend to get it like half and half spicy and then half with their signature sauce. And this is going to be from Bonchon, which is in a lot of cities. A lot of major cities have a Bonchon. Though we have a really good brand closer to our house actually called Chim King. Chim King is really good. When I was in China, I really liked this Korean chain called, I think it's called Dubney. It's a weird name, but Gubney. And Gubney, I think they have stores in Los Angeles. So if I go to Los Angeles, I'm going to try going there because I really like it. It's actually baked instead of fried, but it comes out like it's fried. And it's really, really good.
Round 5. Ready, go!
Alright, we're down to the round 5. Oh my god, he beat that kick with the guard break. That was so cool. And it turned into a combo, right? He comboed off of guard break. Oh yeah. Actually, it's not. It's Kage's uppercut. Kage doesn't have that. His guard break's slower. Yeah. Which is normal. But yeah, got him out of the air with the uppercut. Kage's uppercut's very good. You can backdash punish it, but it's really good. Alright, here we go. Setsuna. Let's do this. Oh, always an adventure, always fun.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Good. I like the neutral throw there. I like it. So he did forward throw and then he did neutral throw. Hell yeah, do that.
Ready, go!
All right. Right. If you evade to do that, is this offensive move? Is evade.
Round 3.
Evade.
Ready, go!
That's it. That's it. Good game. Good game, Setsuna. It's a lot of fun. Alright. That was a really fun game, though. So, if I do an elbow, he might evade it. Predictable elbow. So, if he evades elbow, he likes to do 3 people's K as one option. Be mindful of that. It means evade's really good there. He does throw sometimes, but just do evade throw is good. And then, but of course, 8K is really good. So elbow, watch, elbow, watch. We'll work on watching people evade our elbow. It's like a blind spot right now. Alright, good stuff. Alright. So I'm glad that Akai's family is safe and it wasn't really touched at all by the tornado. St. Louis had a tornado. It hit closer to the downtown area. So hope everyone's doing well there. There was an incident in Brooklyn with the Brooklyn Bridge yesterday. I'm glad that there's maybe like 20 injuries, but nothing worse than that apparently. I'm glad. And the bridge itself is fine. Alright, Jinx, here we go.
Round one. Ready, go!
Very good.
Ring out. Round two. Ready, go! Knockout. Round three. Ready, go!
Okay, so in this case, it's a catch throw. You can't attack into this catch throw. It will win against attack
Ready, go!
because of the frame advantage. He really doesn't want to block. I see. Very good, very good. Throw, good. Now he wants. That's really good. I like that change.
Ready, go! Ring out.
Alright. Good game, Jinx. That was intense. That was an awesome fourth round. Yeah.
See? I thought I'm better.
Alright, Setsuna and Noodle's fighting right now. Setsuna takes that, and it looks like they took it 3-1, I'm guessing. Yeah, Leon's wall carry is really... Yeah, Leon's carry is so good. So strong. It makes up for the damage, and the damage is good. It's just... Oh, okay, that hurt. Why are we feeling weird after using the restroom today? Alright, let's see here.
Knockout. Round two. Ready, go!
I like that choice. I like that he went straight into the mid. Yeah, don't fall for that. Glad we didn't commit. Alright. Right now we're antsy. Let's calm ourselves.
Ready, go!
Almost. I need to tune my lever a little, but I like a lot of what it's doing. But it's the small motion stuff that's troublesome, which I've never experienced. Very nice. Just had to evade and not hit a button. He would have run himself out, potentially.
Ready, go!
Alright. Alright, we got the full Monty there. Good game, Ripper. Good game.
What a knucklehead!
Hey, Lightwing Dragon, thank you very much. Hope you're doing well today. Oh, thank you for your support. I'm doing good. I'm doing very good. Having fun with these battles. This league battle, I'm trying to get myself to calm and relax, but I had a really good time in the first league battle. And I'm enjoying these matches though. Okay, that was just him being late because earlier we established that. Actually that would beat low punch. Unless I was late that time.
Round two. Ready, go! Round three. Ready, go!
We're gonna get used to that. Yep, he just has to go for crush. Just crush the low. This is why mids are good, right? Use mids, use mids.
Ready, go!
Ah, good game, Reaper. Good game.
Forgot to train, eh?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks for the compliment, Lightwing Dragon. Alright, Setsuna's got pretty much an undisputable lead. He'd have to lose. Pretty good for him to take second. He's going to take first, I think. I didn't look at all the scores, so I'm probably wrong. Alright, here we go, Noodle. This will be a lot of fun. Noodle does have a really good wall game, too.
Ready, go!
Really? Okay.
Knockout!
A Leon special.
Round two. Ready, go!
I thought I got the full backdash, but I did not. Good game, Noodle. That was exciting. That was a very exciting battle. I'm glad I got the reads. So, glad I got the reads.
See? I thought I'm better.
Will Chanchai be hitting those tournaments again? I want to, but I don't think I can. Combo Breaker. So Combo Breaker, you know, for Christmas, I promised my daughter to take her to the Stray Kids concert next week, so I can't go Combo Breaker. For Evo, wife has said no, and she has good reason because our full budget for a full year, we have trips, we have all kinds of stuff. We have the kids have trips next year for like school too, and so our budget's really tight, and so the wife said no to Evo. So I'll still try to find ways to go to Evo Vegas. I'll still try, but it's looking unlikely. And my wife has a good point on it. So I don't think I can go to Evo Vegas, but I'm going to try. But the deadline's coming up soon on registration. So yeah. Yeah, the Sabaki? Yeah. That was a Sabaki, and the Sabaki's really good. It's anti-kick, and if it also recovery hits, it also crumples now, which is huge. Used to not do that. Alright, congratulations Setsuna, that was an awesome win. I'm glad I got second, and Reaper got third. Very exciting league battle. Very, very exciting. Alright, we're gonna join Akai and Setsuna on the chat. Alright, congratulations Setsuna.
Those were some good games.
That was awesome games. You played great, so keep it up. That was fantastic. That was a really fun league battle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's see here. So we got Ripper, Combo Expert.
Round one.
So yeah,
Jinx is leading.
and Jinx, yep.
I guess he only ever has time for the one league, maybe two, possibly. But
I'm glad that he.
like, makes time to just, yeah.
I'm really glad he joins when he does. So I really enjoy fighting his go, and it's good stuff.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. Like even if we get like one league with him, it's always good. That's always worthwhile.
Yeah, it is.
Like, keep coming around, James. We like you.
Ready, go!
Dude. So earlier in our chat, you know, we talked about if there's people that like, you know, they're not planning to get like a gaming PC or even a gaming laptop, but they're thinking about getting a next-gen console for a Revo. You know, I just kind of outlined, well, some of the options are, personally, I'm biased towards getting a PS5. You can get one used at that point at a decent price. But Switch 2, of course, is if you have a family, Switch 2 is a great idea. You know?
Yeah.
And then
It functions as a handheld too, right?
yes, it's a handheld. It's dual. That's the big deal about the Switch, was that it was both, and that it gave you console level gaming on the go, right? And that's where the Steam Deck comes after the Switch. But the Switch, the disruption was they finally got this like actual portable handheld console that's also really good in the home. And while it's not spec'd like a high-end one, it's still a great option. And it's pretty much what you wanted at that time. And so that's what the Switch's thing is. And Switch 2 carries that legacy, because you're getting something that's like pretty strong actually. You can't measure specs the same way, but the way it's designed, it'll be playing really good. So anyways, the other options we talked about was, of course, Switch 2, but you're looking at about 500. But also, Xbox Series S, if you buy one of those used, would be 200. I would recommend trying to find an X used, because those will probably go pretty cheap, pretty affordable. And while I am biased towards PS5 over the Xbox Series, the good thing about Xbox Series S and X is getting that Xbox Game Pass, which, yes, they did announce that the rates are higher now, but that was always going to come eventually. But the Xbox Game Pass is still one of the best deals in gaming. If you want to just like have a system, have a bunch of games, but you don't regularly buy games, but you want to buy Virtua Fighter, yeah, Game Pass plus Virtua Fighter on an Xbox Series console is gonna keep you fed as far as gaming goes.
Yeah, honestly, I think there's no way you can go wrong. Like, I think having it on every major console is gonna be, you know, you're gonna have something that fits your bill, and you're gonna be able to play everybody else, and that's gonna be a fantastic deal.
Yeah, I mean, the reason the reason we're biased on the PS5 is more about, okay, well, what if you're not doing the PC gaming thing, but you want like core gaming and all kinds of options and things are being made for this platform. That's why I'm biased on the PlayStation. But
Yeah.
but Xbox's Game Pass is still one of the most ridiculous deals for a subscription service. You get a lot of good games. You get games that you can play on your tablet and on your phone as well. They pretty much built the whole platform on this model of the subscription now. So Xbox Series is one way to do it.
I will say that honestly, I'm 100% on you. I think that's for the casual guy. That's gonna be the fantastic go-to.
Yeah.
But honestly, if you're any bit hardware inclinated, I think either PS5 or PC are gonna be the one for you.
100%.
Because a lot of the hardware, like the sticks and stuff, is gonna come out
Yeah.
for PlayStation and PC. Like PC is gonna be able to play anything.
Yeah.
But generally they're going to be biased to PlayStation. I think they have in the past, which is just, I guess if you're making hardware for a console, you might as well pick the one with the biggest player base, I guess.
Yeah.
But Brooks is no slouch, and their adapters work.
Their adapters are amazing. Yeah. We're at a time where you don't have to worry about the control. You can use the controller you want on pretty much any platform you want. And so yeah, so like you and I are in agreement. Like the Xbox platform is kind of for the traditional audience that would buy like the last gen console and like buy like used, right? That's the old market. But the newer version is, okay, get this console on a subscription, and don't pay any more, and like that's like the new version of that, right? And it's kind of like if you go back to what Cat Williams, make a pimp decision, right? So that whole skit was about buying the last gen console that has tons of games and it's more affordable than being up to date. If you're not going to be up to date, but if you're the up to date gamer, that's why we're saying PS5 or PC. If you're the guy who's like, you got a family and you want to play a bunch of different stuff, but also the kids want the latest thing for them, that's why the Switch 2 is very strong.
Yeah.
But
or if you're just a VF fanatic who is going to splurge.
Buy it on all. That's me, right? So yeah,
I do not recommend
That's
that.
not everybody.
I do not recommend that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Not
I am, like I say,
financial decisions being had here now.
Hey, three copies of Virtua Fighter 5 Revo is worth more to me than the $60 game. So, but that's me.
Yeah.
That value proposition is very personal. That's not an objective one. It's a personal value proposition. Oh, awesome! Live for Eve is here. Live for Eve, very very strong Kage, very strong player in general. So it's gonna be excellent to have him in here. Yeah, all their characters very scary.
Yeah.
Marco
His
is
movement has gone so good in the past.
Yeah, so definitely a player to watch for in this next league battle.
So Marco, Basti Tachikoma wrote that Xbox not necessary for the casual. If you're just someone who only plays one or two games, you may not find value in this subscription.
Yeah, so that's why you buy it. But that's why I'm saying you buy an Xbox Series S at $200 used on Facebook Market, and you have Virtua Fighter, and if that's what it is for you, that's what it is. So we're talking about the people that really want. No, I'm saying buying it used. So.
I use it.
Yeah, no, new they're more expensive now because making tariffs.
But yeah, the subscription is one. It's up to you, but. What I'm talking about is there was this quote-unquote value customer that would literally only buy used games. They're not buying retail, right? And so they want volume in games, but they don't know which games they want. Just anything will do. Could be for family. And so usually they're buying like the $5 or $10 games in there. That's where I'm saying nowadays the platform holders, that's kind of what Game Pass is for. Because you're paying yearly, but you're paying yearly for maybe 12 of those games, or more. But you're paying average of price of like less than 10 games. But you're getting all this variety that you want because you're not a picky gamer. You're a person who just wants something to play on the weekend. And that's what and again, that could be you, could be not you, but that's where that value proposition is being made, compared to the traditional person that bought at the used video game store. But I do support the used video game stores. I really do. And I would like those to continue, but that model is really being weeded out of the system.
So currently, well, I already have a PC and Revo, so that's it. I will get the Revo for PS5 since I already have the system. But that's Switch too. If I have money to splurge, and I use it as an excuse to let the nephews and nieces play on it.
Yeah. So I mean, each person's got their use case, and again, if none of these are your use cases, there's nothing wrong with that too. So, but the cheapest of the, again, we're saying that Revo is not coming to PS4, and it's not coming to Xbox One, right? So like, let's say you're one of those gamers who has just the PS4. So we're looking at those options now. What I would say is, if you're thinking about the PC option, I probably would encourage you to look at the laptops. But you're looking at about, I think, 600 plus for a good gaming laptop. That's new.
Yeah,
you can buy a used
600 to 1,000.
Yeah. But to play Revo, you're looking at about $600, and that's not a bad deal, especially because you got multiple use for that laptop. So that's worth considering in all of this, you know. And you don't have to pay a subscription. Here's the thing about okay, so the problem with the Xbox plan, you do need a subscription to play online. Same with the PS5, right? So we do have to remember, if you want to play online, you got to have a subscription. And that, you know, that's where you've already kind of got the subscription with the Game Pass. So, yeah. So
I mean, honestly, that's also gonna be the case with the Switch 2.
Yeah, Switch 2 is also paid for online now. And it has been since Switch. Yeah, Switch has been paid for online too. The only games that get a pass are the free-to-play games that are, you know,
How much is the subscription on Switch?
It wasn't that expensive.
It's gotten more and more. All the platforms have increased. Switch 2 is probably the cheapest one, but I wouldn't be surprised if they up it significantly, because Switch 2 is aimed at being a stronger online service than Switch 1 ever thought to be.
Yeah, voice and
like,
yeah,
their server cost is going to be much more than what it was for Switch, and Nintendo factors that in. They don't skim. They don't undercut for market penetration. They always sell their consoles at a profit. Right, that is not the case in this industry. This industry usually, yeah, but so Nintendo will always sell the console at a profit. They will also somehow look. They're charging people for their welcome to Switch 2 game. You know, it's $10, but it's still like, what? You know, like the thing that's normally a free pack-in as a demo is being charged for because they want their staff to be paid for that, because they don't want to pay for it out of the Switch purchase. You know? So that's Nintendo. But yeah.
Alright, we got one more match before we start the Europe League. So, that going. So anyone in last minute, one person want to join that. Passcode is 1805, today's date, 18th of May. And North America side, we're about to get that started soon too. We got 2 matches. Yeah, we have 2 matches right now going still. And passcode is today's date, but in the opposite way to write it, which is 0518 May 18 in MTD format. Let's watch this.
Reaper and Noodle are having a good discussion about kind of platforms at tournaments. I'll just say every platform has a pro and con, especially when it comes to tournaments. And it's going to be hard to pick and choose, but they have to deal with it, right? I know people talk about the PS5 heating up issue, and that is, but depends on how the tournaments run and stuff, and it's honestly rare. It doesn't come up that much. PC variance is a huge thing. It's really a huge thing. Playing PCs in tournament, you're gonna get a wide range of experience with it, and I'm okay with that.
There's input issues too.
Yeah,
if you don't...
and we're not even talking about just how fast or slow. It's like what you're talking about. There's the inputs can be hiccup. someone's controller can be so janky that the PCB keeps disconnecting and reconnecting, and it affects both players because of the way, because of how both Windows and Steam are handling, but also how the motherboard is handling the USB draw too. So it's really annoying, but it's what it is. It's part of the environment. It's more consistent if you had sponsored units, but that's not likely at most tournaments. At majors and sponsored events, yes. So it's good that Sega is using sponsored units, providing units. And so, you know, at EVO Japan, they were using the Giga Crystals with the Quanva 2009, and I'm not sure what the PCs they were using. But they were using. But they were using Giga Crystal displays, so they were not using the in-zone monitors at Beat Tribe Cup, because Sega brought in those units that they used there. But you know, so it really depends. I'll just say that every platform does have some issue. It's part of it. I would say that if you're asking me what's more consistent, the PS5 would be more consistent. But does the PC perform better? Depends on the PC. Depends on the PC plus setup. So PC is not as static as console, but PC gives you the greatest upside. It can also give you the lowest downside. It's just a lot of variance, but it's up to how the tournament organizes and gets its resources, and especially if they got sponsored units. Especially if they have sponsored units. But it's an interesting topic, and it's an exciting time. It's exciting to be considering that PCs being a standard in tournaments. I think that's very interesting.
Yeah, you're not limited to just one system to choose. You actually have an option to choose now. So.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Those are exciting times. I'm telling you.
Yeah, so
First time Virtual Fighter will be on. Let's see, that'd be 4 different systems, right? Yeah, Steam, PS, Xbox, and Nintendo. All right, guys, we are gonna begin the last league for North America. Good luck, have fun.
good luck, have fun. And there's a new anime coming out based on the manga. Good luck, have fun. All right, or good games. All right.
Last minute promotion.
It's called is it like Fighting Game or Not for Girls?
What's the name?
I'll get. It's the one about. Yeah, it's the one about that like girls playing fighting games, but it's awesome. All right.
Oh yeah, I heard so. It's about Street Fighter.
Yep. Good luck, have fun.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Very good.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go!
Yeah. Do not try to evade that full circular. Oh, he almost got the throw.
Round 3. Ready, go!
All right, good game, Noodle. So, I'm glad that I was worried that going for the elbow punch would ring myself out, but I was like, it looks good. You're high enough against the wall. I think I'll be okay. I had a lot of fun with the interactions in there. I'm sorry that you didn't get your hit throw. I know that you're crying about the hit throw, but you played awesome. But I know you're like, man, I didn't get the hit throw. So, Hey, okay, Oni Lord says, hey Chanchai, been a while. How's the game doing? Game is going great. Finally got time to pick it up, but are there any new players still around? There are, and there will be more new players coming soon. What platform are you playing on, Oni Lord? Because the game is coming out on PS5 and on Xbox Series and on Switch 2 as well, and it will have crossplay, but it won't have crossplay on PS4 and on Xbox One. Well, it's not on Xbox One. It won't have crossplay on PS4 though, sadly. But I still support on this, so let me know which platform you're playing on. And there are new players. PC, there's a lot of new players, and there will be more new players coming. You definitely want to join the VF Discord, so discord.gg/virtuafighter. discord.gg/virtuafighter. You want to join that Discord? That has a really good matchmaking channel. Ranked is fairly active, but it depends on time of day. But honestly, the players in the Discord will get you stronger, faster, and with a lot more experience. But also, I'll be here to help too. Okay, awesome. But it's going to have crossplay with PS5, with PC, Xbox Series S and X, and Switch 2. Hey, by the way, Blurring, awesome to see you. PS5 will be able to play PC players, yes, but with Revo, not on Ultimate Showdown. Alright, live for Eve, here we go.
Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 3. Ready, go!
Excellent choice.
Knockout!
Excellent. Very good round.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Thanks for the battle, Live for Eve. Thanks for the battle.
Forgot to train, eh?
Hey, Water Kirby, good to see you. How are you doing? I'm doing well. How are you doing? I hope you've been doing really, really great. So Oni Lord says, I'm in EU, so it might be quiet for me. No, EU is pretty active, but also you want to do the Discord. They're very active in the Discord. There's EU players in the Discord. I'm playing on lever, actually. You can hear the button tapping, but I'll show you my controller. This is what I'm playing with today. So I'm a collector, so I do, and I like to build my golden lever builds. So yeah, that's what I'm playing with today. People would have to re-grind rank well, yeah, they would. That's fine. So would PS5 owners have to pay full price for Revo? Yes, they would. I would think it would be an upgrade thing. It will not be an upgrade thing. It's a totally different game. And it's a different release. So you would have to buy it. It would only be like $20 and on sale for $10 like it always is. but at least it's not 60, maybe 40 at the most. But I'm expecting it to be, 30. Maybe it's $30 is the retail. We'll see. So I'm already super excited and hyped for Virtua Fighter 6. Yes, me too. Still hoping for Jackie to return. I 100% believe he will. Very good. Yep, I'm gonna lose to that every time. Look at that. It's a good price for a low, though. That's a very good price for a low.
Round 2. Ready, go! Excellent! Round 3. Ready, go! Knockout! Round 4. Ready, go!
That was so good. That was an excellent round. Excellent round. I thought I had it too. It's really, really good.
Round 5. Ready, go!
That was unfortunate. That was fate. Oh, good game. Oh my god, really? Oh my god, I thought you had that for sure. I really thought he had that. Okay, I'll take it. Good game, my friend. Good game.
Forgot to train, eh?
Thank goodness that they tweaked the recovery frames on stuff like this, right? So... So, Oni Lord, I've been playing City of the Wolves, but I just can't seem to get my head around it. Asked on Discord, but no one wants to help. It's a very new game, but it is based on a lot of Garou Mark of the Wolves. But yeah, but it would be nice if the community is super helpful, yes. Hopefully you find that right person for City of the Wolves. That game looks really cool. Honestly does. I plan to buy it.
Ready, go!
Wrong way.
Knockout!
Good. So what he did right was in place.
Ready, go!
I love that. I need to remind myself of that setup. Like, I need to remind myself of that set. It's really strong. This is the thing that Kage's players have been pushing me around the ring with it. That was really good. Fell for it again. That was a really good round. Good round, Ripper. Well played. Well played.
Ready, go!
So good. He almost got the throw. He didn't get the throw. That would have changed things. Nice. Nice. He did the low punch. That was the correct one. That was good. Good game. Good game, Ripper. That was an intense battle. I love that fight very much. I love that fight very much. I coach too, but yeah, you can beg for a coach. And there's people joke about it, but yeah. Anyway, Sunny Lord, it's good to see you. And yeah, I'm glad you got VF. Let's work on it. Let's work on your VF. Let's work on it together. Work our, like, you know, I'm always working on my VF too. Even the very top will give you help if you ask them directly. So yeah. Even the very top of the world will give you advice. It's a shout out to Shiwapan, but also even Chimpanzee too. Alright.
Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout.
Okay, we gotta be careful. This is where Setsuna gets very, very crafty.
Round 3. Ready, go! Ring out.
It's really, really good.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Alright, good game, Setsuna. That was a lot of fun. It's a whole lot of fun.
I want a serious fight.
So, Oni Lord says, I struggle with learning from videos and texts. I like to speak to someone and talk through stuff. It's good, yeah. On hand is always the best, to be honest. Yeah, and I don't think you're stupid either, so I just find learning that way much easier. It's learning that way is the real best, right? Hands-on training is time tested. It's proven. Experience is the best teacher. Losing directly is the best teacher too. So 100%. Yeah. So nothing wrong with active learning and yeah, like when we're talking about studying and we're studying videos and understanding the system, those are supplemental. Playing is always going to be the number one factor, right? And some people get a lot more out of playing than others, but playing is always going to be the number one factor. Real experience always going to be the number one factor when doing things in real time. So yeah.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Good.
Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 3. Ready, go!
Gotta throw without messing that up. Good game, Combo Expert. Good game. I like Combo Expert is working on their focus. They're making really tight decisions and stuff like that. I did start to do more upside stuff. I started to elevate the reward. It did increase the risk, but it worked out, I guess correctly. But good stuff, my friend. Good stuff. Alright, so generally I think I've got first place locked, but General Ripper could potentially get very, very close, but they look like they've got second place locked. It could be a tie with Life for Eve, right? If Life for Eve somehow got like a 3-0, then I think Ripper and Life for Eve could theoretically tie, but most likely Ripper's got second place locked.
Round 1.
Okay, hear me out. Don't be political. Live with no fear. Stick or leverless? I have both. Which should I plug in first? Fearless opinions only. Well, I make it very clear that I like Stick more. I think Stick is more fun. But Virtua Fighter plays great on everything. Like, that's a fact. And it is fun to play on leverless. But I like playing on Stick a lot. I prefer Stick on Virtua Fighter way more. There are some things that leverless can do a little better, but I don't see a problem with Stick at all. Stick is all ups for me. Yeah. But it's gonna depend on you though, which is better, because they're both really good in this game. The only pad is more, to me, is more of a compromise. It's more because I think pad on Virtua Fighter is a compromise, but you know, the new Virtua Fighter 6 is going to be made to work to play on pad. It's going to be designed around pad. And so I have no idea what that's going to mean. I have no idea what they're going to do to make that. I can imagine what they'll do to make it work that way. Hey. So, downsides to home ownership is squirrels. Squirrels.
Round 4.
No problem. Always happy to share my views, but also happy to enjoy this game together. Enjoy all the games together.
Ring out.
But I would say that arcade controllers are really good on Virtua Fighter. Leverless and Stick, but I think Stick, Virtua Fighter is tested for Stick. It's tested for Sanwas, actually. All of the testing, all of the tweaking to the input buffer is based around how it performs on the Sanwa lever. And so that inherently is a biased design, right? That is its target controller of choice. And so it does accommodate things that are weak about Sanwa. Yay, we did it. Alright, that was an awesome battle. Ripper was the one who got the win on me. That league battle, that was intense. Really good stuff, everyone. I gotta take my daughter to out soon, but I'm gonna chat with Akai and Setsuna, and we're gonna have fun. Alright.
Since we were talking about consoles, what consoles to be purchased possibly, I do have to say, for those just waiting on Revo to come out, I do not recommend purchasing Ultimate Showdown just for now because we don't know how exactly Sega is going to actually
Ready, go!
handle it. Like for example,
Yeah. I would not expect any accommodation. So
sorry,
I just
go ahead.
I would first assume no accommodation, and if they do accommodate, that will be nice. You know?
Yeah, because Ultimate Showdown is not necessarily a PlayStation 5 game. It's a
PS4
PlayStation
game.
4 game that works on PlayStation 5, and so I don't think it won't be a surprise if it's not something you could just go upgrade from Ultimate Showdown to Rebel.
Yeah,
So
like those type of accommodations are rare, and the only time I've seen those type of accommodations is when a new console launches, right? Like when the PS4 came out, it allowed you to upgrade some PS3 games to PS4, but it at a cost. And
did it? Okay.
yeah, and PS5, same thing when PS5 came out, you could upgrade certain games, but this is not a normal thing, and those were not normal cases either. It was just when a new console came out. This is otherwise whenever you have like the last gen game and then the new version, the new game comes out, think of VF5 Revo as the remaster of Ultimate Showdown, right? How? Well, it's remastered just because it's 1080p, and it might actually run at a high refresh rate because PS5 is capable. I don't know if it will, but it will have rollback netcode. These are all technically upgrades, so just consider it like you're gonna probably have to buy a new game. But if they do an accommodation, that will be nice, but I highly doubt it, especially because there are a lot of people that did get Ultimate Showdown free as part of PS Plus. So then it sounds really weird to do. So I just think an upgrade path is very super unlikely. But I also think Revo is not gonna cost $60 or $70. It's gonna I think it's gonna cost $30. And then I think it's gonna go on sale a lot. So, and I think it'll go on. There's a lot of events on the path that would like be incentives for it to go on sale. So
I think $30 because it's because the Steam version of the game is $30.
yeah, there's a chance it'll be 40, but I think it'll be 30. I think it'll be the same price as Steam, but at the same time, it could end up being 40.
I do think that there's a small chance. I say small chance because it's more just based more on hope than actual evidence. But I think they're trying to add a lot more features to the level so that it looks more like an actual full product instead of just a.
I'm hoping for that too. Yeah, I'm hoping for that too. I am hoping for the costumes, but I'm glad we could remind everybody that they have announced that replays are coming. Unofficially at Frosty Faustings, they sounded like they really suggested to players that a Wi-Fi indicator is coming. And a lot of people are hoping that with the Switch 2 release that there will be a Wi-Fi indicator. I will say, when I've played against people on Wi-Fi, it's surprisingly pretty good if they have a good internet themselves. I'm pretty surprised at that. Now that said, on PC, there's a lot of people that play on a weaker machine, and there are people that play on a really bad connection, and those are pretty bad. But I have played some friends who are on Wi-Fi, and I'm surprised with the results, if I'm being honest. But that's also friends that have like fiber, and the reason they're using Wi-Fi is because of family or something. I still think you should just get an Ethernet cable that goes out one window of your house to another, or goes out one window of your apartment to another. But that's just my opinion. I know it might look tacky, but I've seen really nice ways where it doesn't look tacky at all and nobody notices it.
The way I do it, because I just plug in an Ethernet cable and then remove it from play. So my set right now is basically I had to always assemble and disassemble the stream setup, so it is quite cumbersome.
Yeah.
But,
The things we do for love of the game, and you love two very, very big games, that require a lot of love. which is Virtua Fighter and baseball. So, you know.
Yeah. Hey, Cardinals actually doing well this year right now.
Oh yeah.
That's good.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah. Alright, so I think that's basically it. I think I'll be raiding over to Soy Akai stream now.
Yeah.
I have to remember the name of the tournament.
I'm gonna do that too, and I do need to remember the name of the tournament. And Setsuna's already on his way to commentate there, right?
Yeah, Setsuna, Jimmy Claymore, Soy Akai will be Defensaurus.
I'm gonna rate Soy Akai too. I'm gonna remind everybody they do speak English. So even though Spanish is the dominant language, you can ask questions in English. You can participate, and they will reply in English. So it's a multicultural stream, and enjoy it. And also when they're, some events you're able to play too from North America. So
Defensaurus Virtuosos. Defensaurus Virtuosos. I tried. Okay. Way down.
I'm gonna be rating them as well because I'm gonna take my daughter out to enjoy a K-pop day, and then we're gonna have some Korean fried chicken, which I'm excited for. So.
Okay. Let's see, where's this Soy Akai? Soy Akai. And of course, if you guys still want to play, there's a PSN room right now. We got still Live Forever, K1 Flash, and we're playing.
Round one. Ready?
We come extra go back from BMA to go in the queue. Alright, we'll continue doing these league sessions next weekend. It'll be a busy weekend. A lot of people is going to be at the combo breaker. For those who are not, come and play the league sessions.
Yeah, I will be missing both leagues next week because going to the event, going to the concert, and then having a father-daughter day next Sunday. So, but I'll be watching Leon in concert because I think one of the members of Stray Kids doesn't sound like Leon, but he looks a lot like Leon when he's at least makeuped up and using hair colors that Leon would use.
Take a picture of it. Take a picture of it.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys will be looking at too much abs if I do that, probably.
I see.
The K-pop bands these days, Asians in mainstream pop culture have learned probably from the Marvel movies that if you abandon the rice diet, you will probably have 8-pack abs. Because we're in the era where Asians don't feel like they have to live on rice anymore. But I still love rice. Go ahead.
I enjoy rice too much.
Me too.
I enjoy rice too much. Have fun with your daughter.
Will do. You have a great day, and I'm glad your family is safe.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Thank you.
So it's really exciting watching Live for Eve and Noodle fight as well. These two should definitely be sparring. There's a lot of stuff that Noodle can learn from Live for Eve as well. They're both very strong. And I think the deeper the matchup goes, Live for Eve will show even more stuff to Noodle's Jackie. But also, Noodle's Jackie gives everyone a real hard time with his skill set. His skill set's very good. It's getting more and more dynamic, so very optimistic about Noodle's game in general. His memory is also really good. It's very scary. But I think today, something that Noodle is probably seeing is kind of the difference between the high, if you find the moments to do your high damage options and to threaten with them too, how they can influence the fight. Very nice. That was such a beautiful 6K. It wasn't the full conversion, but that was so beautiful. So see, Life for Eve knows these. He knows how to defend these. He's not fully ducking certain ones, but he's still defending all of them. And he hung in there and found his moment. That was a really good game for both of you. Really, really good game. I'm like sticking around just to watch a couple more of these games, but I'm gonna raid soon. But but it's really fun watching these two fight. Let's go full screen. Damn you, PSN. Okay.
Round one. Ready, go!
Very good low punch there. I like the way that Noodle plays the mind games too. It's definitely improving. I felt it a lot today. Really good. Forward throw escape that you should. Fortunately, at that part of the ring, you can do any throw escape. Now, at this part, you gotta do forward. Over here, you still have to do forward because both forward and back can ring you out, is what sucks. When Kage is near the ring out zone, both forward and back throw can ring you out. But anywhere from middle of the ring to the edge can ring you out with forward throw. That's guaranteed because he blocked the high, so the low tagged him on the side. So as long as you understand that, and then you just get ready to play the mind game after it, you're fine. Really, really surprising aggressive use of offensive move. It was really surprising to see offensive move used there. You're so vulnerable to attack and throw. Very good. Good patient defense. Very good. So something Jackie doesn't have, right? He doesn't have two-handed attacks to just like totally wreck things. He does have full circular kick, but it's a really slow, it's not as fast. So Jackie dealing with Sabaki, he has a smaller set of tools against Sabaki. So he has to be a little cautious in his approach. And Noodle is doing a great job with that. Right, when Kage goes into Jumanji stance, he's threatening Sabakis of many kinds.
Ready, go!
Very good. I like that KGK. That was so cool. This is really good fight. He had the right idea. It's the right idea. His evade confirm is going to get sharper and sharper too. That was nice and bold and it worked. That was nice too. That was an excellent round. My daughter's wondering where her dad's at. He's watching Live for Eve versus Noodle. Very nice fuzzy. Did not convert. I think Noodle is going to get to the point where he converts on fuzzy guard soon. I think he's going to start punishing whiff throws soon. You do have guaranteed stuff. So when you got whiff throw, you can do about 15 frames. Technically, you might be able to do beat knuckle, but I wouldn't, like, that's like full commitment. But you could do a 15 frame if it doesn't have a complicated input. You could elbow kick. You could PK. PK is usually what you do because even if you're a little late, you're okay. And you can't do 3P because you're ducking. So you can't do like the 3P PP. But you still got a lot of stuff. You can even 2K plus G I think is a little complicated to do. But you do have a lot of options as Jackie. So just fast attacks. And you could just pressure with beat knuckle if you wanted to. But if you do practice the fuzzy guard attack option, then beat knuckle is pretty scary. Beat knuckle is really good if you do fuzzy guard attack. So I might teach Noodle a fuzzy guard attack with beat knuckle. It's not I don't like it though. I don't really like doing that too much. I'd only do it at very specific things, you know. Instead, just go like if you really think that you're gonna get if they're really gonna go for throw, then go ahead and plug in the beat knuckle early because it is guaranteed. It's just that you have to be so quick to do it. And on delay-based netcode, you could do it, but it's tricky. You might have to read it a little. Very nice. So again, a big thing that Noodle does that right away has been strong is he does use backdash evade. He's done that since the first time I fought him. So I know he's done that for a long time. By long, I just mean few months. But it is something that like a lot of players learning the game are like they just don't do, and I do think they should at least incorporate in their game a little more. It actually warps a lot of matchups, or at least matchup dynamics, and makes a lot of certain attacks very risky.
Round 4. Ready, go!
But of course, if you overuse it, you're gonna get blown up. So it's one of those things where you just do it in moderation at the right moments. If you do a good job pushing your opponent, you will end up having lots of opportunities to pull back and punish your opponent. Similarly, if you pull back from your opponent enough, then you open up opportunities to push. VF is a game about being dynamic and changing things. So changing things up, the range of play, the aggression and passiveness, these things can all be changed up. And that's what makes this game awesome. Like, you want to be mixing all of it up, everything in the game. The pressure, like when you apply pressure, when you play forward, 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 and then suddenly you play backwards, suddenly your backwards became way stronger. Because the more you play forward, the more they have to use fast tools. The more they have to use fast tools, the more they're open to backdash, actually. But you also have to look at the range, the subtle range for the backdash, because just being a little bit away from your opponent makes backdash a lot better. That was really nice. I like this step away into 6K. It's a really good version, alternative to backdash 6K. These fights are really fun to watch. So yeah, Life Freeze is being very patient, and Noodle knows it, so that's why Noodle brings out the 2P. 2P is actually very effective against both very passive styles, but also hyperactive but reactive styles. You would be surprised when you see a player bully another, and then suddenly 2P actually works. And that's because a lot of times they're getting in sequence where they're like, okay, I'm gonna poke, even if they block, I'm gonna crouch dash in, and I'm gonna attack again if they do nothing. 2P kind of plugs that. So even though 2P is weak at intermediate level, certain conditions will open it back up at the high level.
Ready, go!
Nice. I like the way Life Free was playing that. There's Jackie showing you the price for a bad guess, right? It's like if you get not bad, let's not even call it bad guess. Guessing wrong. Nothing wrong with, I mean, you have to guess. And sometimes you're gonna guess right, sometimes you're gonna guess wrong. I don't want to call it bad, because the bad thing is not guessing when you have to guess. That was such a good, amazing wall combo. Good damage in the corner. But this is VF, and so it doesn't really matter until it's over, until the round's over. That was an excellent game. Really, really good game. Alright. I'm gonna pop an ad. You guys can watch one more game. This will be the last game that I stream. Cause I'm gonna go get ready, take my daughter out. but this is really, really fun. Um,
Round one. Ready, go! Knockout! Round two. Ready, go!
Oni Lord asked, when do you think Revo will come out on PS5? And I said that I really don't know. With Sega, it's hard to tell. I could see it coming out at the start of June, or even end of. I could even see it coming out next week, or like in 2 weeks. And like at Combo Breaker, they say it's coming out. But I really don't know. I could also see it coming out as late as November. So we will see. We will see.
Round three.
Sega has been very different. Like it's hard to know with Sega's history. I have no clue when that game's going to come out. So when Revo comes out for PS5 and Xbox Series, it could be as early as in 2 weeks. It could be sometime in June, but it could also be in the fall or winter. I think we will see. I have no clue. I would say Sega has a history of things coming out really fast after they're announced. But they've also sometimes taken a while. So, but I'm excited for it. And there's a part of me that would like a little more time, only because I am trying to make video tutorials for the people coming in on those releases, especially the Switch 2 release. But we'll see. But I've been way behind on my tutorials anyway, so it's those things will come out when they come out, and the game will come out when it comes out. So we'll see. All right, that was an excellent battle. Let's go ahead and start a raid. Hey Noodle, see you later, and thank you very much. Your matches with Live for Eve are awesome, so I hope you're having a blast with those. Actually, Juicebox is streaming Virtua Fighter, so I'm gonna rate Juicebox because it's been a while, and I Juicebox always been great. But Soy Akai is also streaming. That's going good, but I'm gonna rate Juicebox because it's just great to have Juicebox doing Virtua Fighter. And these are of course going to be the sessions with Solari, so always want to encourage those. But also check out Soy Akai.
Round two. Ready, go!
And say hi to Juicebox and the Solari for me. I'm glad that they've been streaming their offline sessions. You can see how much Solari is improving in the Kira matchup, and also all the lessons that Juicebox is teaching Solari. You don't hear it much in the stream, but you do get to watch how these matches progress. Watch for the way that Sarah does her Okizeme against Akira too. Watch to see if Solari starts punishing rising attacks more and other things too. Thank you so much for the subscription, Only Lord. It means a whole lot to me. Every subscription means the world to me, and it is helping me. It is helping me cover costs of some equipment upgrades and stuff like that. So it's really been helping. So thank you all so much. You guys are the best, and I appreciate you all very much. Only Lord, it's also really great that you were chatting in here today. I'm looking forward to working together on the VF. And I don't mind playing with the EU, by the way. I don't mind playing with anyone around the world, anywhere. I enjoy playing with anyone. All right, cheers. Have a good one. Enjoy this raid. Say hi to Juicebox and Solari for me.
Knockout.
All right, everyone, thank you very much. Have a good one.